Alright, so as I said, we are now here back on the Citadel, this time with Legion and Thane to do Thane's mission. So let's talk to Bailey.
Yes?
Alright.
My associate is trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What was it you called Mouse?
Duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors. Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
So I think either only Garrus or Tally is the one who comments on that, like, makes a funny comment, and then Shepard's like, shut up.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
Thanks, Bailey.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakera for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
I also didn't tell him what you do for a living. Do you normally discuss assassinations with the police?
I take your point. Thank you, Shepard.
Oh, wait, this goes downstairs. We gotta go upstairs. Alright. Oh, load spike there. Hey, Mouse.
Yeah, I can get that. No problem. Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What do you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
We need you to answer some questions.
The people I work for... Look, I can't answer questions for just anybody.
I'm not
But you
just
can for
anybody.
me. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for...
Talk,
We don't have time for this.
or we'll make you.
God, Thane, help me.
Help me, Mouse. My son is out there, in the dark.
That's why I carried for him. I thought you'd want me to. Please.
Explain.
He came in, said he was looking for work. He had a hollow of me, the one you took, Krios. I put the word out. Use your old contacts. Elias wanted to hire him. Elias Kellum.
Alright. About those oh wait. Kellum.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Aw, I can't ask him about the VI? I didn't know you had to ask them that first. Oh, that's so lame. That's really stupid that it just goes away if you ask.
You just saved yourself a world of pain, kid.
Yeah, right. When Kellum finds out what I've done, I won't live long. And I can't do anything about it but hide. Krios, you got any kindness for me? Put a bullet in Kellum before you go.
Let's head back to Bailey.
Man, if I recall, there's also an option where if you do bring up the VI, you can be like, give me all the profits that you made off of my name, you know, off my likeness. Surprised that you can still talk to those Krogan. Maybe I can just keep giving him fish and be like, I've had another. He's like, oh, I'll give you all the money I have.
Yes?
Alright.
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the C-Sec charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
You want to accept bribes? Fine. I don't care how you run your precinct. I want to know if you're going to help me.
Yeah, I'll help. Absolutely. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Time for a good old good cop, bad cop.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if C-Sec gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
That is very, very prompt.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
That his lawyer just immediately shows up as soon as he gets taken in. That's very, very prompt on that lawyer's part. This is great. I'll be like, oh, you be the good cop, you be the bad cop, and I'll be the good cop. When in reality, we're both gonna be the bad cop.
Convince him that we'll put a bullet in his head if he doesn't talk. Once he's scared, he'll cooperate.
Very well. I'll pretend we're ready to kill him. We can't push too hard, though. We need the information more than we need a corpse.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. Who the hell are you two?
Huh. This is great. We're both gonna be bad cop. And I can use my Spectre authority to be like, guess what? I'm immune to all this, so you have to talk.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. Spectres are above the law. We clear?
Crystal.
Ha!
Good. Now, fortunately, I'm not after you. You contracted an assassin. Who's the target?
Joram Talid, a Turian. He's running for office. He lives in the 800 blocks.
Thanks. You won't see us again. No offense, but you're a problem below my pay grade.
I'm just straight up
That may go down in
insulting the
history as
guy.
the shortest interrogation ever.
And that is why it's awesome to not only, to be able to get the Spectre authority and title back
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the
while
boy?
doing a Renegade.
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram. Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
I don't give a damn what Joram's politics are. This is about Thane's son, not him.
You might not care, but the people who live here do. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
So obviously if I had selected the we have some questions option, it would have done, continued that whole line of questioning, but I just didn't want to show that because I doubt many people have actually seen that option pop up where if you're playing Renegade, have enough Renegade points, and you got the council to reinstate your status as a Spectre, you get that option right off the bat. Which is really, really great, because you saw how he had this front, and he'll have the front the whole time, even when you're like, smacking his head and causing his nose to bleed, he'll still be like, I'm gonna ruin you. But at the moment you mention that you're a Spectre, he just caves. His front just collapses, and he's like, okay, I get it,
There
I get
he
it.
is.
I'll tell you what you want to know.
Play this.
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
In the shadow.
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
I will. And I'll do it through legal processes, not by a coup attempt. And don't forget, my friend, there are treasonous elements in our own house. The humans seize power by themselves, but they can't hold on to it without the support of the lesser races. This doesn't stop here. I won't rest until the humans have been removed from power.
Can I just say that this speech that he's giving here actually does make sense if you went the full Renegade route in the first game, where at the end of it, you're like, yes, the power is ours now, we will take over. But if you did the full Paragon run, this doesn't really make that much sense, because it's a misperception of what really happened. But here in this, it makes total sense.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
I hope I have your vote.
Have you got him?
Yeah, he's right here.
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of call yet?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
No problem so far. Do you have the target?
Right?
Target in sight.
Yep. Huh.
Can you give me an update?
Yeah, apparently he's just chilling while his bodyguard talks with someone. You better vote for my boss or else. I mean, look at that. He's basically threatening the guy. Not exactly getting clean support from his voters. More so threatening them to vote for him. Oh, and now he's off. He runs this way into the club here. Yep, there he is.
What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
No sign of trouble.
Yep, shakedown.
Stay close, Shepard.
I am. He's right there.
I see him.
Maybe you'd better do the damn job I pay you for. I got that weird feeling, like somebody's watching me.
You're running for office.
Stay with him.
I am.
He's
I was
meeting
just
a couple of
listening
mercenaries. Looks like
to
the
the
same group his
conversation.
bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
Hey, who are you?
I don't have time for this.
Oh,
I'm
poor,
following.
poor stock boy.
Stay on him, Shepard.
I am.
I've got him.
He's right there. I'm on him, Thane. Hey, Kolyat. You're just standing there, just out in the open, no cover, nothing. Just hoping he doesn't get noticed.
Kolyat! Thane!
I saw.
He's heading to Khalid's apartment.
Interesting that his apartment is near this bar. Or next to this bar. Like, we basically just walked out of the bar and, oh, there's his apartment right here. Unless there was a time transition that wasn't
Kolyat.
clear.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. All of you, back off! I'll kill him!
So, yeah.
No, you won't.
Oh my gods.
Hostages only work when your enemy cares if they live.
Wow.
Interesting solution.
He was a racist and a criminal. Isn't that enough?
To some, I suppose.
I read your files. Isn't
Interesting
that what
logic
you
there,
do?
Shepard.
Kill people who do bad things?
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father and I have killed a lot of people. You haven't. There's no reason you should start.
I read his files. What made it all right for him to kill all those years?
I was 6 when the Hanar began to train me. I didn't know any better. Your mother woke me from my battle sleep.
And why did you leave her? Why weren't you there when she died?
Your mother. They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Koliat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
I'm surprised you're not trying to arrest all of us.
The kid obviously hadn't committed a crime in his life. Not so sure about the father, though. I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Plus, he can't arrest me because I'm a Spectre. I wish he had a bit of dialogue there to acknowledge that. Because that's what I basically... Oh, sorry. That's what I basically did. I just pulled my Spectre authority. I was like, alright, look, I'm going to do this, and now we're done. But you even saw his reaction when I did kill that guy. He was just, like, in shock. Because he has yet to actually do that himself. With the idea that he wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. He would have hesitated because he would have thought that he couldn't do it, and then he would have gotten killed because he couldn't do it. But it's interesting logic that Shepard makes there. He's like, all right, I killed him so he couldn't, and hey, I'm a Spectre. I get off scot-free, and bless, the guy was terrible. Isn't that enough? I like how he asks us, like, is that enough to justify it?
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
Yeah, well, if you heard that conversation, it's because he wanted to make those people suffer for what they did to his wife.
Someone like that is trouble you don't want to deal with.
Someone's got to deal with it. Doesn't have to be me, though.
How'd it go?
Our problems they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
Did he, though? Because I don't remember him... Oh, he did shoot the bodyguard. That is true. We don't even know if that bodyguard died or is just hurt.
That kid goes through the system. We both know he's there for the rest of his life. Those guys were a waste of skin. Scales. Whatever.
Wow.
If you've got another suggestion, I'm listening.
Give him a job. He can work off his debt to society, and you can keep an eye on him.
It sounds like more work for me, and I can't just deputize him into CSEC. You have to go through channels.
I didn't say have him work for CSEC. I said have him work for you.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
So yeah, even though Bailey may have some issues, you know, the whole him taking bribes from Kellum and such, you can tell he's still a good guy and a good cop. Okay, so that is it for Thane's mission, so let's head back to the Normandy. We'll go and chat with Thane and see if anyone else wants to chat. And then, in the next part, we will be heading to Tuchanka. So I can see you guys what it's like if Rex did not survive. Let's go chat with Thane.
do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
You know, when I went looking for an assassin, I expected to get a badass. You seem more like a monk.
In my experience, those who are truly dangerous don't act like they are. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Well, I mean, they do have a whole movie series on a Hanar Spectre, who we see wielding guns, but whatever.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child vibrates the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes? When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
Yikes.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away.
His wife.
My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Okay. Let's go see if there's anything else we can discuss with Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Always. I'm dealing with a few loose ends for Cerberus. We haven't had much free time lately. But I haven't forgotten our earlier discussion. I think we're crazy, but I haven't forgotten. Assuming you're still interested.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Glad to hear it. I'll be by the next time things are quiet.
Okay, so that's still in place. You can tell if there's a conflict because of what she'll say something different. So, like, remember that last conversation I had with Tally? If it had conflicted, Miranda would have been like, but I won't be shared. You know, something like that. To indicate you're already in a romance with someone else.
Need me for something?
We don't do multiple romances here on this ship.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
What a shock! You're doing some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Doing calibrations, since that's all I apparently ever do. For some reason. I don't know why, but I just find myself enjoying it. Quite often, actually. Alright, let's see if Legion has anything new to say.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We want to speak to you as well.
Strange. Usually I have to pry conversation out of you.
You are not bound by the hardware limitations of organics. You assisted us with the heretics. You do not fear us. We have watched organics for over 3 centuries. You are plagued by questions of existence.
Why am I here? Do I have anything worth living for? That sort of thing?
Yes. The Geth know our answers to those questions. We were created to labor for the Quarians. Our memories will be archived after death. We are immortal. Our gods disowned us. We must create our own reasons to exist.
When you put it that way, I'm surprised you haven't all just shut yourselves down in angst.
Fortunately, the Quarians did not create us with a capacity for despair. We told you the Geth are building our future.
But you didn't say what it is.
A megastructure. The closest analog you have is a Dyson sphere. When completed, we will all upload to it.
What good will that do?
All memories will be shared. All perspectives will be unified. We gain intelligence by sharing thoughts, but we do not have adequate hardware for all of us to share at once. No Geth will be alone when it is done.
Borg.
So you're gonna build a giant spaceship to load yourselves into. That sounds like a Reaper to me.
We bear no malice toward organics. You are different, but we accept you. The Reapers are more your future than ours. We judged that Shepard Commander would understand. We never wanted to harm organics. We wish to improve ourselves.
Just saying. Now, they don't really have assimilation like the Borg. But I hope you guys, I understand where I'm getting at with that. So, don't think there's really anything else. Well, let's go see anyway. Let's go see if Talia has anything more to say.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about the last time we talked, and I do trust you. I hope you know that. This means something to me. It means a lot, but I don't want to share you.
There it is. That's the dialogue I was referring to. So, Miranda will also say something very similar if you have already initiated a relationship with Tali. But because I initiated with Miranda first, Tali's the one who's saying it here.
Tali, there's a good chance that none of us are coming out of this fight alive. Don't ask me to choose.
I'm not asking anything, Shepard. One way or the other, you know how I feel. If you want to find comfort in someone else's arms, I won't hold it against you. Hila, it'll be easier for both of us. Just keep it honest, okay? It's a small ship. Word travels.
Apparently. Okay, so... Yeah, by the way, Jack also says something pretty similar as well. Oh my gosh, my controller. The battery on this sometimes just gives out. Old PS3 controllers, right? Oh my gosh, it did it again. Alright. So, let's see. I did it again. Alright, so next up we are going to be heading to Tuchanka to help out Morden and Grunt. And you get to see what happens if Rex is not there. Stay tuned.